and welcome back to Beaglington-On-Sea. Yes, hello and welcome one and all back to Beaglington-On-Sea. Now this will be the last episode I think I do of this before the Halloween special, which I'm working on and hopefully will get out in time. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a usual kind of video. Alex at the desk is back, so he'll be doing some stuff over there. But first I suppose we should run some trains. So I have got kind of sort of toy-like, trying-like theme, although not specifically trying, to today's first runners. So on the inside line, I have the Hornby J83, pulling the stuff from the Crash train set. Get that out of here. We've got the match wagon and the crane and the engineering coach. And then on the middle line, I have William Mansfield and Co. number 3. And it's getting to the sea. So yes, as you can see, that's pulling some transcontinental stock. And then on the outside line, I have, slightly grumbly today, come on, it's the Frank Hornby Midland Blue Pullman. Come on, you can do it, you can get to the station. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with that piece of trash. And I think there might be something wrong with the Midland Pullman as well. So I'll get those running for you. Hopefully.
Hello, Smutpuss. Oh, holding up the episode, Smutpuss. Careful, you're gonna fall off the railway.
Oh, I'm going to stop those three. So, 1 and 2. And when he eventually gets there, Wimbledon will stop at the station before the sex rescue. So, there we go. Right, they're all stopped. So, as I said, Alex the desk is back. So, I'm going to hand over to him while I change over this rolling stock. And Smutpuss is supposed to be dribbling all over the cliff, which is a bit. Ugh. Anyways, I'll hand over to Alex at the desk.
Yes, thank you, Alex. And hello, everyone. It's great to be back. I'm still feeling a bit rough, but here I am back at the desk, and I have got something you may remember previously. I decided not to 100% give up on trying to do something useful with it. I might be able to turn it into a scrapyard piece. What I really want to do is get inside this pannier tank, because the last time I tried it, it was just too difficult to get in. So this time I've got something here to try and stop too much mess, and I've got a screwdriver. So the last time I tried to unscrew these, I didn't have any luck whatsoever, but it actually seems to be coming out right now. This one, at least. So I'm just trying to lock the focus. It's a bit difficult because I've got these gloves on, because I don't really want to get this kind of dirt all over myself. But, you know, there's a coupling hook I can use. Leave the screw there. And here's another one. That's pretty stiff. Something's fallen off there. I don't know what that is. Some dirt, anyways. Oh man, that screw is just. No, it's not. It's gone out. Something pink has fallen down there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I have somewhere a flathead screwdriver. Let's see if I can loosen the dirt around the screw. The coupling hook is just nothing. It's like a floppy, soggy, horrible thing. Like, God knows what happened to this poor locomotive. So, still can't get that screw out. It's my other screwdriver. I've got another Phillips here. Oh, nope. It's not going to budge. I thought this pannier tank had a release here, so maybe we can do it without doing the screw and just pop it in. No, it's almost like it's actually split there, the bunker and the thingy part there. Gosh, this is a difficult one to get open, isn't it? I don't want to break the moulding, but it's... Right, well, we won't give up. We'll just keep trying. So I've actually just managed to pop that in there and break the front clips, which are still in place. As you can see there and there. There we go. So that is the inside of this poor pannier tank, and there's some sort of weight inside there. There you go. It's just a round, solid round piece of metal with another piece to it. It's just gone. Look at the inside of this. Look at the motor. It's just, it's, oh my god, it's just, you can't even, it's rusted in place. And this is like a plastic mounting. This is not like a really, really old chassis. But you've got this, this crank pin here. That must have been the bit that fell off earlier. The head of the crank pin's gone. The rod's not attached anymore. And it's just there. It's just, I can't believe it. Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a model in such a bad condition. Like, God knows what happened to this poor model in an earlier life. But I don't think there's anything that can be done for this chassis other than throwing it in the bin, because I just don't want to get ill from, any of that. Jesus, that is amazing how bad it is. Oh no, the traction tire's broken. Whatever will we do? Yeah, that is. It must have been just like left in like a box of water or something for a long time, because that's so heavily corroded. And look at the white as well is another interesting aspect of it. But man, that is a health hazard, really. Now I wonder, is this the end of this pannier tank, or can it be rescued? I think you'll have to come back another day and we'll see if we've managed to restore it.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Well, we'll be back over to the desk later on for something else. Something different, though. And now, it's time to run some more trains. Smutpuss has a tissue for his dribbles. So, I'm going to run on the inside line my Hornby London Brighton South Coast Railways number 629040, the ex-Thomas tank, in lovely LBSCR King's. Well, it's got an LBSC brake van, but not too sure on the wagon whether too many of them have been on the London Brighton South Coast Railway. I just want to drive around here because the Firestone wagon has actually derailed itself, so we're just going to pop that back on the rails. There we are. Right, so on the outside line, I have the Class 50 Revenge on some nice Caledonian coaches, because why not? Because getting revenge on the Caledonian coaches there, I think looks nice. And finally, I also have the Flying Scotsman. It's been in the news a bit lately, but here it's pulling, I think there's 12 four-wheel coaches. Some sort of enthusiast special, I guess, anyway. Two different colours, obviously starting with l&mr. So, from the DCC control on the Flying Scotsman here is that it's difficult to get it to stop exactly where you want it. So if I turn it off here, stop here in power, it might stop too early. But if it's going a lot faster, it stops way too late. And it keeps making this crackling noise, and I don't know if that's the electrics or if something's clicking in the gears. But we shall get those trains running. You might be able to hear it there. A few electrical issues this morning. Never mind. Just get the Flying Scotsman up to speed. There we go. There. And the other four. Keep them fairly controlled. So there we are. We'll go get some of those running now. Well, it looks like Revenge has gone on strike. So turn off the power to that. And I'll turn off the power to the LBSC logo here. And I'll just demonstrate now. I will turn blind stop to up to full. And this is, I feel like it's somewhat restrained on full. So now, as it comes into the station, or out of the tunnel, I'm going to whack it down to 0. Come on. Ah, too fast. Never mind. Nearly got it to stop in the station. There we go. Now I'm too far. Typical. Oh, well, it's not too bad. Person in the last compartment can sort of jump down onto the end of the platform. So that's that little running session done. Now I'm going to hand over to Alex at the desk, who's got one other thing he wanted to do this episode.
Yes, hello, welcome back to the desk. So, I have this rocket coach, which is rather nice. And I also have this rocket coach, and they don't couple. Now, you could have a converter wagon, like the Sam's Trains converter wagon. That's all very well and good, but I'd have to couple it between the coaches, and this is slightly irritating. I still haven't got around to painting them either. I'm terrible for doing actual modelling things. So I decided to have a look at whether you could fit an l&mr pocket to the rocket coach. So when I actually looked at it, I found that if they'd have just put an l&mr pocket there, they could have moulded it in the same blue. It doesn't stand out that much, or even just as like a screw-on fitting or whatever. I don't know why they needed the underneath to be so specifically accurate to what they were trying to portray, because there's 2 big black screws that hold on the top. So I don't think it would have been that much of a problem. So there's one that I've already done. And as you can see from where it's glued perfectly fine there, it's exactly the right height. So now I can have a train of these. I'd only done one as a test, so I'm now going to do the other one. And there's not much space for actually fitting the glue underneath. So I've got some Revel contactor, I'm hoping. I think I used super glue on the other one. Just find a bit of spare paper that's got some glue on it already. And take the cocktail stick and rub it in some of the glue like that. Get it on the stick and just mind the wispy stringy bit doesn't go on there, and just put a bit of glue onto the end of the wagon. It's got all wavy and stringy. So I just put another big blob there. There we go. And hopefully it won't show up too much when it's dry. There we go. Just getting some of the wispy bits of glue away. I think they're gone. And then you take the coupling pocket and you place it onto the wagon, like so. There's a little bit of flash or something on the black plastic. And you just mind the footsteps don't fall off in the meantime, but you just position it into the middle, resting on the cross brace underneath. Hopefully the glue will set and it will be in the perfect position for you to couple your couplings into and couple it up to a train. So there it is, fitted to the bottom. And we just have to wait for the glue to dry and then we can run it in a train. So I think now that the glue has probably dried, yeah, I've put the coupling in. I don't want to give it too much of a wiggle, but we'll see if it can stay on in a train anyways. So I'm going to hand it back now to Alex for him to run the last set of trains. But yes, look, they could have just made it with tension lock couplers. Well.
Yes, thank you, Alex. So I have that blue coach coupled up here with the retro pug, and there's also the other rocket coach I have and the Sam's Trains wagons as well. And they're coupled behind the retro pug, which still needs a tender. So we're going to find out whether that train works or whether it just shakes it off, because it's quite a lightweight wagon as well, and the jerky running nature of the retro pug often knocks it off the track with the things bouncing off of each other. On the midline, I have got my l&mr Class 31 in BR Blue, 31402 I think it is, and that's putting some blue and grey intercity coaches. And then on the outside line, I have my Network Southeast Class 8 from Bachmann with the Laboratory CCT and Laboratory on the same coach because they're nice and colourful. So I think that's a nice pairing. So we'll get the Class 31 going. There we go. And then I'm going to try and get this retro pod to go. There you go. A bit of a bumpy ride for that lady and win the blue coach. I suppose we'll see how it looks going around the rail.
Oh dear, Smutpuss. Been a bit of an accident. I think it was running so slowly it got stuck on the points, and everything sort of bumped into each other. Oh dear. Come back! Yeah, I think more weight might be needed. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not gone well. Well, now it's just a passenger train. Smutpuss has rather taken to destroying this corner of the railway. Some strange reason. Oh well.
Well, I think that's time to stop the train. So I'm going to stop the retro pod there. And we'll get the other engines back to the station. I think that worked quite well. Again, like I said, I think it needs weight. I don't know how I would finish that. But yeah, you know, so I forgot which controller was powering which thing. So yeah, maybe a little bit more weight might help the coach stop bouncing off the rails quite so much. But that's all we've got time for. I'm off to go and do some housework and also think up more stuff to do for my Halloween special. So hopefully you'll come back and watch that. But for now, it's the end. It's goodbye from Alex at the desk and Smutpuss and myself. So thank you very much for tuning in to Beaglington-On-Sea once again. Thank you to everyone who watches, likes, shares and subscribes. And thanks to... something falling over there. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed lately as well, and everyone who's tuned in. And we'll see you again very soon with another video. But until next time, I've been Alex. You've been a wonderful audience. But now I'm off. And don't forget, there's also the subscribe bubble thing, and the playlist thing, and the Smutpuss Wibbly thing. Now, ta-ra!